Assalamu alaikum, and welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be diving into a topic that often stirs curiosity, debate, and, unfortunately, misunderstanding: the Islamic rules of engagement in war. In a world where the media often portrays Islam as a religion associated with violence, it's crucial to shed light on the true principles of warfare in Islam, which are rooted in justice, mercy, and strict guidelines that aim to protect human life and dignity. In this video, we'll explore the ethical conduct outlined in Islam regarding warfare, drawing on the Quran, the teachings of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and Islamic jurisprudence. We'll look at how these rules are meant not just for Muslims, but also to ensure fairness and humanity, even towards enemies. Whether you're a Muslim or someone just curious about the faith, stick around as we uncover the Islamic approach to war. And you'll see that it's far from the chaos and destruction often depicted in the media. Let's start with the foundation. Islam does not permit war without a just cause. In fact, the Quran states very clearly, "Fight in the cause of Allah those who fight you, but do not transgress limits, for Allah does not love transgressors." Surah Al-Baqarah 2:1190. This verse is a clear command for Muslims to defend themselves if attacked, but it also introduces an essential condition: do not transgress. War is only allowed in self-defense, to protect one's land, faith, or people from oppression and aggression. Aggressive wars for conquest or domination are strictly prohibited in Islam. This principle makes it clear that Islam is fundamentally a religion of peace, and war is only a last resort when all other means have been exhausted. In Islam, war cannot be initiated without a formal declaration and due warning to the enemy. This is in stark contrast to guerrilla warfare or surprise attacks that target civilians. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, stressed the importance of giving the enemy a chance to reconcile or negotiate peace before any engagement. He sent letters to various rulers offering them the opportunity to avoid conflict through diplomacy, reflecting the preference for peaceful resolution rather than violence. This principle shows that Islam prioritizes dialogue, fairness, and giving the enemy an opportunity to retreat or negotiate, thus preventing unnecessary bloodshed. One of the most remarkable aspects of Islamic warfare rules is the emphasis on protecting non-combatants. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, gave strict orders to his soldiers not to harm women, children, the elderly, monks, or anyone who is not directly involved in combat. In one famous instance, during the Battle of Mu'tah, the Prophet instructed his army with these words: "Do not kill children, women, the elderly, or those who are worshipping in places of worship." This command underlines the humanity of Islamic warfare principles. Even in times of war, civilians are to be shielded from harm, reflecting the broader Islamic value of protecting innocent life. Moreover, there are rules against destroying crops, animals, or infrastructure like homes, which further highlights the emphasis on minimizing damage and suffering. Islam also lays down clear guidelines on how to treat prisoners of war. In Surah Muhammad, the Quran states, "When you meet the disbelievers in battle, strike their necks, and once they are defeated, bind them firmly. Then either free them graciously or ransom them until the war comes to an end." Surah Muhammad 47:4. What stands out here is that once the enemy is captured, Muslims are urged to treat prisoners with dignity and compassion. In the early battles, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, instructed his companions to treat prisoners well, and it's even reported that in some cases, prisoners were fed better than the soldiers themselves. This spirit of mercy contrasts sharply with the brutality often associated with warfare in other historical and modern contexts. Islam teaches that the captives' humanity must be preserved, and they should be given the opportunity for release either through ransom or pardon. Another essential rule in Islamic warfare is the complete prohibition of mutilating the dead or torturing prisoners. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, explicitly forbade such acts, saying, "Do not mutilate the dead bodies." This prohibition is critical in maintaining dignity, even in death, and ensuring that hatred or vengeance does not overtake the principles of justice and respect. Islam places significant emphasis on upholding human dignity, regardless of whether the person is alive or dead. This reflects the broader value in Islam of honoring human beings as Allah's creation. In Islam, the overarching goal is always to return to a state of peace. Even during war, Muslims are encouraged to make peace when the enemy is ready. The Quran advises, and if they incline to peace, then incline to it also and rely upon Allah. Surah Al-Anfal 8:61. This verse highlights the Islamic preference for peace over continued warfare. Even if a war begins justly, the moment the enemy seeks a peaceful resolution, it is the duty of Muslims to accept and negotiate for peace. This reflects the compassionate and just nature of Islamic teachings, which aim to minimize violence and restore harmony whenever possible. Lastly, one of the most important aspects of Islamic warfare is that Muslims are always expected to act within the bounds of ethical conduct. The Prophet, peace be upon him, warned, "Beware, whosoever is cruel and hard on a non-Muslim minority, curtails their rights, burdens them with more than they can bear, or takes anything from them against their free will, I will complain against the person on the day of judgment." This hadith reminds us that even during war, ethics cannot be abandoned. Acts of cruelty, oppression, or injustice against even the smallest groups, including non-Muslims living in Muslim lands, will be held accountable. This creates a comprehensive system where war is bound by morality, mercy, and justice. So, as we've explored today, Islam's rules of engagement in war are deeply rooted in justice, mercy, and ethics. Far from being a religion of unchecked violence, Islam provides strict guidelines that aim to protect life, preserve dignity, and minimize the horrors of war. From only engaging in war with just cause to ensuring the protection of civilians and treating prisoners humanely, the Islamic approach offers a moral framework that stands in contrast to the chaotic violence often seen in conflicts throughout history. In an age where the true message of Islam is often misunderstood or misrepresented, it is crucial to highlight these principles. They show the core values of compassion, justice, and mercy that are integral to the faith. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insights into the teachings of Islam. Let's continue to learn, understand, and share the beauty of Islam with the world. Assalamu alaikum.